Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Hi, welcome to the KVJ ATS Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
Happy Friday. Welcome to the KVJ Show. Here we go. Yeah, what up? Gotta tell you, I'm kind of excited this weekend. Got some fun stuff planned. Got Paul's in the Park on Sunday, the Marlins Fan Fest tomorrow. I think tonight, hopefully going to do a little binge watching, maybe jump onto that Jack Ryan Season 2.
Okay, kind of a crazy Friday then.
Yeah, that's crazy enough for me.
Do you want a beer?
Yeah, what do you got? I think I got the good ones in the back fridge. I should have grabbed one when I was back there. At least my favorites. I mean, the ones here are good too, but I got my own style.
You want an IPA, don't you?
Yeah, I got my own style in the back. So
well, you tell me what you want, baby, so I can run out. Tell me what you want, baby, so I can go grab some beers and run into management.
Why don't you FaceTime me, and then you can open the fridge in the back.
All right.
You
Tell
know
him
how to do
what
this?
color the can is that you want.
Yeah, well, if you FaceTime me, you can point right into the fridge. I can tell you which one to
I'll
grab.
FaceTime that ass.
Yeah, and then that's how you get it done. So
FaceTime Diet Pansy.
Oh boy.
FaceTime. I'll see. I got it.
We couldn't have worked this out before.
I'm guessing. Yeah, I know. Right. We've had 15 minutes where he's in here just playing on his guitar.
Literally working out
Right.
Fast Car by Tracy
Yeah,
Chapman.
and then as soon as I start the podcast, hey, let's get it. Okay.
We've been in here. You got a fast car.
Right. Yes, that's all right. Well, we'll wait a little bit longer then, I guess. Yeah, so I'm going to watch the Jack Ryan. I'm kind of excited by that. And if I can get that done this weekend, I'm also a little excited. They're going to be doing another season of Narcos on Netflix. I think it starts on Valentine's Day next Friday.
Really? I jumped off.
Okay.
How much shit was Virginia talking about when I left the room?
Not too bad. She's just talking about how you were wasting time playing Tracy Chapman's Fast Car when you could have been grabbing us beers.
Wow.
Dance, monkey.
Dance, monkey, dance. Okay, show it. Hold. Okay, here's the first challenge. Hold the camera still.
Good luck.
Okay. All right, so we see what we got in the door there. Okay, pan a little bit to the right. Go to the right, pan a little bit to the right in the door. Okay, grab, if you would, one of these screaming reels that are there. It's got the fish on the can. Saltwater Brewery. Yeah, the fish on the can. Grab me a screaming reels.
You got it. I'll be right back. Screaming reels.
And to try not to shake it up.
Kevin,
Yeah.
you ask too much.
His thing's going to explode all over the board.
No, it's not. I'm not going to shake anything up. All right, so that's screaming reels, you said?
Screaming reels.
I got you, dog.
Yeah, grab one of them.
That
Okay.
looks like a Lipton iced tea.
Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, it's kind of the same color can. It's got the blue and a little bit of the yellow on there. Yeah, it's a good solid IPA. Can't go wrong with that one. And I had those craft cocktails there too. Okay, I'm hanging up on you now. All right, we've talked enough.
Oh, I love those craft cocktails.
Yeah. The
I wish
what
you
do they
would've-
call it? Flip or something? Oh, so you got to.
When he
Good
gets
Lord.
back.
It's going to take
would
20
ask-
minutes out of the podcast just to get everybody's beverages straight.
would ask
We know
you to
if it's a
run
Friday, everybody's going to drink, then you have to get the drink orders in before you fire this thing up. Oh, no. Go back and get me a... I don't even know what season we're on, Narcos.
Did you say there was
Maybe
craft
season 4.
cocktails in there too?
I did.
Oh.
He didn't. Yeah.
Did you want something?
Oh, kinda.
I'll go back, but fuck,
No.
now I feel like I'm Reek. Going and getting beers, y'all fucking bossing me around.
I didn't boss you. You asked on me. Virginia's the one who's bossing.
I don't
No,
know.
I don't need it. I got an appointment. Then we got a conference call. I don't need to be drunk.
Oh, that's right. We got a conference call. Bartender, make this a double.
Yeah, it's somebody, Beth is saying, I think Narcos starts on the 12th. But either way, by next weekend, it will be there for you. So hopefully that'll be next weekend. A little binge watching to watch that. And great timing, too. I saw one of Pablo Escobar's hitmen just died in a hospital in Bogota, Colombia. Popeye. They said he had over 300 kills to his name.
Wow.
How'd he die?
He didn't have any spinach.
Yeah, I mean, those guys at this point, it's got to begin to age, right? I would imagine.
Definitely. It's like those old mafia gangsters. You see them now, and they're all so old from back in the day, just kind of rotting in prison.
Yeah, I mean, they got to be getting there. So I got that excited about that on the viewing tip. I saw yesterday that Disney Plus is going to be developing, what is it? It's like 7 different Marvel shows. And the second season of The Mandalorian is coming back in October.
Oh, Virginia, you're going to love the second season of The Mandalorian. So here's the thing. Baby Yoda.
I do love Baby Yoda.
You are such a typical non-Star Wars fan because I hate Star Wars, but Baby Yoda's so cute.
Oh my God, more Baby Yoda memes.
I'm getting a little bit burned on the Baby Yoda. It's like it's getting a little played.
It
it's
is.
Like,
Well, because we're attracting Virginias.
it was cute, but it wasn't that cute.
Yeah.
Now I want to come to your party, so now it's not cool anymore.
Yeah, we're overdoing it now at this point. And Friends fans should be excited. Apparently that reunion special is back on at HBO Max. They say supposedly all 6 cast members are getting between $3 and $4 million to participate. And listen to this. This is on top of, I guess, what HBO Max has already paid for the rights to Friends. One guess, Jaybird, how much do they pay?
I'm going to go 35.5 mil.
Okay. You're not even close. $425 million.
Whoa.
That's insane, isn't it?
That's next level, girls.
I honestly, I'm so... I guess kind of stunned at the love still for Friends.
People love
25 years later.
It's
I don't
crazy.
get it.
I know you hate it.
I'm like, whatever. It's like vanilla with no flavor. Like, ugh, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's like an ice cream with no toppings.
People get pissed off, though, because me and you, we don't necessarily love Friends, but Virginia goes on these Friends rants where she's like, fuck the director, fuck his family.
I never said fuck his
But
family.
it's got that tone to it that she, just loathes Friends.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't get it.
And it gets people fired up.
Well, I think the question is, too hyped. And that's kind of it. You look at stuff and, it's either, underrated or it's overrated. And, if we talk about all the things that, we've just kind of like talked about. Friends, personally, I feel like it's overrated. $425 million, that's kind of crazy. Mandalorian, Baby Yoda right now is overrated, but I think Mandalorian's underrated, if that makes sense.
It does. Baby Yoda's getting all the hype.
Yes.
When Mandalorian, the whole thing really is great. It ain't just about Baby Yoda.
No, it ain't just about Baby Yoda. That's why I would put that way. Coronavirus. Now, I don't know yet. I feel like it's still overrated, but, I think it's trying to catch up a little bit because I see that, they've got some more cases going on. I know there's some secrecy going on. The Florida Department of Health is saying that it cannot give out information on suspected coronavirus cases because of a Florida statute. Public health and media lawyers, though, say it is possible to guard privacy about diseases and still provide information significant to public health, and that is the battle.
This sounds like the first 15 minutes of the movie. The media is keeping it under wraps. Florida can't go public with it.
No one's allowed to talk about the fact that there's 10 cases.
It would show that, like, the person in the newsroom, we got to go public with this. We can't go public.
Well, here's the thing. It's kind of like the same thing for us with hurricanes. The amount of hype is very key to, because if you overhype something, that's how we feel. Not to say any of these meteorologists ever do, because they just don't know. But I think that's how we feel as a general public. They're like, oh, there was so much hype and there was nothing. And then when that happens, it becomes the boy who cried wolf. And I would say it's the same way with a lot of these viruses. Like, we need to know because it is getting a ton of hype right now. And if you're going to suppress information about just how prevalent it is, then I'm going to carry around that thought that this is an overhyped, overrated disease, and I'm not going to take necessary precautions. So I completely agree. You got to let people like me know Be like, dude, there's a lot of people getting this. There's a lot of people dying of this. Don't mess around.
110% agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be like the right level. That's the problem with social media today, is we can't get the right level of hype on everything that's out there. It's either over or underhyped, and it's usually overhyped.
Well, that's because everybody and their mother literally has social media. Not everyone should be going public with what the shit they're thinking. Trust me, I have a few relatives. They should not be going public with their thoughts.
No one should ever put any credibility in what they say. They're crazy.
But let's say you have a family member that you love. You're not saying they're not, but they are kind of crazy with the shit they say and think. They go public with some kind of crazy shit. Now, people that don't even know them potentially can listen to them, possibly believe them, share their shit like it's factual, and they're not. I mean, they're fucking nuts.
You're right.
That makes sense, because I already kind of feel the beer kicking in.
Yeah, and you know what? This is kind of interesting, too, about the flu itself. They believe that weather has a lot to do with it. In fact, they think that it's the weak sun and the cold weather up north that's really helping spread it. Now, I need to know, will this mean that we have less chance of coronavirus spreading in Florida because we have warmer weather? They say that if you look back at the patterns of past flus and viruses such as SARS in 2003 and even the 1918 Spanish flu, and they say that over the next several months, the weak sun and the colder temperature is going to allow it to thrive. But when the warmer weather and stronger sun in the spring hits, that the coronavirus likely will start to die down. But then they said it could come back every single winter after that. So that's kind of the deal. So it does, apparently the weather does affect those things spreading. So that's just why I got to know.
That's disturbing.
Yeah.
Mama, just live your life.
I know.
Wash your hands.
I do. Oh my gosh, I am crazy.
And other parts.
And wash other parts.
I wash the clam. Don't worry.
I wasn't talking about the clam.
All right.
But we're happy to know that.
But I am. I'm just happy for my boy Panda.
Yes.
Washed it this morning.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, something that I think is probably underrated, Jaybird's victory today. And we got an email here from another Jason, the other Jason.
Underrated?
Well, I mean, I think we put a little hype on it. Yeah, I mean, did we hype it enough?
Okay.
And I think he's kind of saying that maybe we didn't.
He wants you to get more love.
Okay, I thought it might have been overrated.
No.
Okay.
All right, don't yell at me.
It was underrated. No,
right.
you're wrong.
Underrated, stupid.
No, this army jacket, by the way,
Yeah.
it makes you a little bit kind of like a dick.
Well, good.
You're a little dicky today.
I'm a little G.I. Joe. What, you don't
She's
like
major asshole.
Major pain in my ass.
it? You're private.
I just feel like you're ready to go to war and everything.
General dickhead.
I don't know if I like you in that jacket.
I'm wearing it every day.
Said, I just want to congratulate Old Gravy Bastard on his amazing no-name movie game win. I was curious why we didn't get to hear the Karate Kid song, You're the Best Around. I thought it was his victory song. It's copyright stuff, and here's the deal. We even had this yesterday. Did our whole YouTube show get taken down yesterday? Somebody said they tried to access it, and it wasn't available. I don't even know, because that's just it.
Well, people can't find the Dunkin' Donut or the Dunkin' commercial we did. I don't know why that would be cut out, because I don't think anybody got any directive to cut that out, right?
Mm-mm.
Wow, the whole thing?
Yeah, I don't even know. So it's sometimes surprising. So yeah, anything that has a trademark on it when it goes to digital, meaning YouTube or podcast, we can't play it, so it makes weird edits. And like I've done regular song clips on the regular show, and then we had them down. This bit sucks. And I'm like, well,
I know.
So it's really tough to have to do a radio show and then the digital stuff on the other end, and there's different rules for them because it jacks with the way the content sounds. So that's a long explanation to a short note. On a different note, though, if Jerby completes the pizza challenge successfully, Kevin and Virginia should have to each eat 2 complete pizzas before they can leave for the day. It's only fair.
You bitches ain't gonna do that.
No, we're not. You're right.
I can't.
Let's see. I'm talking about y'all.
I'm on quick weight loss.
Well, in 2 weeks, how long does this thing go?
I go right up until Mardi Gras. So
Oh, that's right. Virginia's got a vacation coming up.
I do.
Yeah,
Friday,
So you're working
February
too hard.
21st.
Been on the air for 6 weeks since vacation. So yeah, no, we're due.
I go every fucking year. Why don't you wake up? Every year, same trip.
See, Kevin, major asshole.
The commercials in the After the Show podcast, you can hear where you guys recapped it. It's just that normally when we put up the show, the commercials all get edited out. So I don't know if
I got
Talita,
you,
when she was editing it, just probably didn't hear it and just cut all the commercials out. So, but if you go to the ATS, I just checked, it's there, and then you can listen to it on yesterday's podcast.
Cool. All right, good. Thank you,
Thank
Suits.
you, Suits.
Thanks,
No problem.
Thanks, Reek.
You're smart.
Very smart. Josh from Cutler Bay. I don't know if this is your no-name movie game partner today.
I think it is.
Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
it is Josh.
All right. He'd sent in an email, too. He said, I was looking at all the Plead the Fifth videos he had on YouTube. I noticed there's no Vicious V Plead the Fifth. Has she ever had around?
She has.
Yeah, she has.
But
She has, but I set the tone.
I got 5 questions that'll burn that ass if you want them, Kev.
He wants one of the questions to be like, Virginia, were you lying about having pink eye back in 2018? He said, I'm a grown-ass man that considers himself a good people reader, and I still can't tell if he was lying about pink eye or not.
Dude, you know, search your feelings.
I had pink eye. As far as you know.
Sir, if you have not seen the documentary that JMZ did, we kind of blow the roof off this bitch.
We kind of blow.
The truth is in that documentary, and it will set you free.
Okay. Here is a message for Virginia. It says, Dear Virginia, it pains me to write this as I love you so much. Would love to drink with you one day, although I don't do gin. Anyway, I do have to correct what I find to be a common misconception in the U.S. Let's help spread the word. There are 2 different words when describing the 2 different cookies that you spoke of. Macaroons are the coconut cookies Jason loved. Macarons are the French cookie we all love. The pronunciation is a little different, and they are 2 different things. The Macaron or Macaron.
I don't think you're saying it right either. I think it's.
She doesn't
Macaron.
have phonetic spelling, so I'm just fucking
Macaron?
guessing. I have no idea.
I mean, the Army jacket.
Macaron. Oh, wait, so you have to go Macaron?
Macaron.
That's how you pronounce it?
I think it's French.
Macaron.
Macaron.
Give me a fucking macaron.
She says, it has a long O.
Macaron.
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 Give me some of the macaron.
Macaron.
Okay, so macaroon, macaron. I mean,
Yamato Boulevard, Yamato Boulevard.
Although the N is silent. Okay, so Macaro? That's fucked up.
it is fucked up. Hey, guess what, asshole? We live in the United States. We fuck up pronunciation of French words
Stop carrying on that.
Exhibit A, you're-
as we're saying
you
it.
fucked up the word pronunciation. You're not even drinking.
You're right, asshole. Does it make you feel better?
I know. People love call.
You're right.
If you are wrong, people love to just fucking zing you.
Oh, and Xavier asked if Jaybird or Virginia could stop using y'all so much.
No, absolutely not. In fact, when you tell me not to do it, I'm only going to just double it.
Yeah, y'all can suck it.
Y'all can kiss my ass. My fat, flabby, white Italian ass.
Can't bounce a quarter off of it. Hanging down to the back of the knee.
So we talk about Kevin having the best ass in radio. I'm going to double down and say I have the worst ass in radio.
No, you don't.
Kevin,
no, you don't.
I don't even
No, you
have
don't.
an
You need-
ass.
you need to meet more people in radio.
Yeah, you need to go to more radio conventions.
Yeah.
These disgusting pigs that we have in our field. Ugh. Gross.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. You're not losing.
Honestly, you made me feel so good about myself. Thank you.
You're a rock star over
Thank
there.
you.
You definitely are in the. You're in the top 10%. I would say.
Okay.
I hate giving you a
I
compliment.
know, especially in that jacket.
Let me see here. We got a little advice for Dennys here. Cannabis launch today for Dennys. This will let you know that one plant in Boynton Beach is launching the original Chem Dog for the first time in Florida. Dennys should know all about this. The original Chem Dog.
Dennys!
Original Chem Dog. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Well, we need to get our boy
Put down your saxophone and get in here.
Yeah.
Saxophone. We're allowed to play the saxophone song on the after the show, right? And we're not gonna.
Yeah,
get...
that one. That's
That
in the
one's
free
clean.
and clear.
Yeah, can we play his intro music?
his new
Since
intro
he's
music.
in here now. That's his new music.
That
How'd
one
the
is in
headphones
the,
get over here? They're unplugged.
I'm so sorry.
I'm thinking that was probably the bird.
Virginia, I think, was over here milling around, moving shit.
Fingers, meat hooks.
Meat hooks.
They are meaty.
That's a funny description for hands.
Get your meat hooks off me.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's the original Chem Dog. Apparently, is being released for the first time in Florida. Is that mean anything
That's
to you?
cool. Well, so a lot of the designer brand ones are making their way over here because when
Designer brand what?
strains of marijuana. So Chem Dog's like a super famous one. It's known for its potency. But yeah, no. So Blue Dreams made its way over here, which is my favorite. It's
That's
nice.
your favorite of all
Yeah,
time?
He loves a
probably.
Blue
I
Dream.
do. Yeah.
How hard is it to get? Like, if you love it, can you have it every day?
Absolutely. So yeah, the dispensaries here locally have that one, which is nice. That was my favorite one out in Colorado. Sour D, which Chem Dog. I think is-
Sour D.
I try to stay away from sour D's.
the Sour D, the Sour Diesel. That's one of the super famous designer brand ones, and that's probably one of my top 3 as well. I mean, it's great, and I think Chem
And you
Dogs.
can tell the difference?
Yeah, they have different highs. I'd say yeah, so Sour D is probably my favorite as far as so when I smoke weed, I like the sativas more so than I like the indicas. The indicas are the indica-couch ones, the ones that make you lazy and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I would not like that.
A lot of people like the PM weed, the nighttime weeds for smoking and then going to bed. I personally don't. I like the one that doesn't make you tired. I mean,
Okay.
they've gotten so good at engineering the stuff.
Well,
that-
you're already pretty low key anyway.
That's what I'm saying. I don't need anything bringing me down.
You fall asleep standing up.
So what is different with that then? It's like you don't necessarily get like tired or sluggish.
Well, so everybody's bodies are different, but for me with Blue Dream, it does not make me tired or sluggish. I could smoke it all day and just get chores done, But if there's some that you get a little too high, you're like, I'll sit down for a minute. Next thing you know, you're laying.
Galactic Nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know about Galactic Nightmare, but yeah, it sounds like it would.
Yeah.
But any of the indicas, they're just too body high for me,
Okay.
Same with the edibles, man. A lot of people, a common trend is they'll eat some edibles and then they wait and they're like, it's like an hour and a half.
It's not working.
It's not working, and then they eat some more. And then their body digests it finally. It all depends on your digestive system, and they're freaking out.
And
They
then
think they're on another planet.
They're in the shower crying.
Yes. Or-
shampooing their hair.
Sounds like a fun ride.
I've seen people like just dancing in the sunlight.
Fuck a bunch of that.
And you're like, what are you doing?
The crying in the shower, terrible. Dancing in the sunlight.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Dancing
actually.
in the sunlight sounds fun.
But you're
It does.
so high that you're basking in the sunlight. It's crazy how high that stuff gets you, especially if you're inexperienced to
Sounds
it.
marvelous.
Yeah, I would definitely stay away
yeah.
from the edibles.
The Kevin Ralston, if he ever had an edible, it would have to be such a small little bite.
Yeah.
The best are the drops. You just drop like 3 droplets in a water.
Oh, I love it. I tell you,
That's the best.
Yeah, when they finally, if they ever legalize this recreationally, then I'd probably do it like, I don't know if I'd do it like Dennys, but I would probably have that stuff. Once I got it all figured out, I would probably be dropping stuff all throughout the day. Cause,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Put a little fucking Zeppelin on.
Yeah. Just stuff's kind of like keep me going. It sounds like, could you do just such a little amount that would just knock the edge off and you're still functional and can think well and all that kind of
absolutely.
stuff? It's just you don't have that clanked anxiety.
Totally.
Yeah, that's what I want.
So
Kevin needs that now.
I need it, yeah, like all the time.
You honestly, you would fall under the umbrella of getting a card. I know you don't want to.
and
Yeah.
you would probably benefit from it. I think it'd be another 2 years before recreational.
I might have to look into
makes
it.
a
then,
wink
yeah.
over here.
Yeah, because that'd be nice. Just to have if I could drop a little drop in the.
Would you consider
beverage.
getting your card?
Oh, I totally would. Yeah, and I would use it just that way. I'm not gonna.
Medicinally.
Yeah,
You're
well,
just trying
yeah.
to get that edge off because
Yeah.
you are pretty tight.
Yes,
Well,
I am. Yeah, I
anxiety
need
is
to
a
loosen
thing.
up. Yeah, and I do get anxiety to the point where it's like, yeah, I get uncomfortable. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I like to get that.
I think everybody across the board has to have some sort of outlet, whatever it be. Some people like to drink a beer when they get home. Some people like to.
Anymore, I think a lot of people need something because unfortunately, our
there's something.
society makes you rev so high
Yeah.
for so long with so many responsibilities that. Yeah, at the end of the day, you're like, okay, you're clanked.
What would you say somebody who is they're straight edge, but they don't like to exercise? What would be their vice to kind of I gotta fucking
So
release.
I think even more in the sense that just people need something. So it doesn't always have to be even a chemical.
It could be porn for that person.
Yeah, I mean, it could be porn.
Or food.
Food. So a lot of people, like people who...
What are you talking about, Bird?
What if you know a guy that likes porn and food and weed and beer? Is that guy okay?
Yeah, so for that person...
Is that guy gonna make it? Is that guy gonna make it, Dennys?
Well, you got plenty of things then, you're covered on the stuff. But I think you just need something, some sort of outlet. Some people get really into coffee and then they start researching coffee. Some people get into, it's whatever it is. You just need some activity.
Coffee kind of, I'm not saying it's a drug, but when we drink coffee, I can feel it physically in my body.
Absolutely.
And all of a sudden I'm like, da-da-da.
Yeah, when I like coffee is like in the afternoon. If I've had to be up early and working all day, and I have around 3 p.m. like a strong coffee, I'm like, all right, let's go.
That'd be kind of
Same
fun.
here.
A little afternoon coffee with Virginia and some cookies.
I love doing that during Mardi Gras. I put a little Tia Maria in my coffee right around 3 or 4 p.m. I'm like, let's do it.
Not to bring it back, but my favorite combination is a shot of espresso, hot water, and I like to sip that while I smoke a blunt. It is like the perfect.
Really?
It is the perfect because what it does is you're mixing. You got two chemicals going
Tell me
on
about
there.
it, yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, so the weed you get high, and
Yeah.
then the coffee keeps you alert. So it almost.
I love that.
You're high and alert. It's the greatest
I love
combination.
that.
Yeah, that you and Denny. I feel like you and Denny's, whatever your chemistry is kind of like this. Your physical chemistry are
Right.
similar to one another.
Yeah, I'd have him put me on a regimen.
I feel like you guys have sensitive tummies sometimes.
I feel like you could be a Dr. Weed, Denny's. You really could. You could like figure out what people need and then tell them what to get. That's a service.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what I'm hearing with everybody talks about it is getting the right amount and knowing your body type, chemistry, all that kind of stuff for what you want. It really is because I don't the thing I can't have. I can't get like so high. I'm like sitting in a dark room by myself for 4 hours.
You don't have time to work that out.
No.
You need a Dr. Denny's to tell you.
Mexican Queen won't let me live. And the next time we do like what annoys me when he gets so fucking high and goes hiding in a room. Yeah,
That's so funny.
that is not something she would not be forgiving. She wouldn't be like, no, just let that burn off. She'd be like, no, fuck it, we're getting in the car. Come on, driving. We're not. Nuh-uh.
You get blasted for
Oh, this is no excuse. Like, your dumb ass had to take too much weed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's going to add so much more anxiety. Oh, I'm so fucking high. They're getting yelled at.
All right, well, we got to rethink this thing.
Yeah. So I need that. It's got to be direct. Like, I got to be still in control, thinking through, but calm.
Microdosing.
That's it.
You're right, because if you're high and the queen's on your ass,
Oh,
you're
shit.
fucked.
Oh, how terrible that is. Can you imagine that paranoia? But the paranoia is real. You know, a lot of times you're paranoid, there's no fear. No,
Yeah.
there's actual fear to go with your paranoia.
You're just scared.
No, it's just a nightmare. Yeah, you can't deal with it.
Yeah, microdosing it. I think the droplet's the way to go, especially if you're trying to measure it out.
Dr. Denny's.
Look
Okay.
at that. I mean, he really could. It's a service, Denny's.
Yeah.
A lot of the, if you get your card and you go to the dispensaries, they'll break it down for you too. That's the fun part about going. They want to tell you about it.
If you
But
had,
I don't know them. I know
Yeah,
you.
it's true. You're right.
I
Yeah.
trust you, and you've done the work. I think you probably know more than those clowns in the store know.
if you had to prescribe a round for Sergeant Anger over here, what would you give her?
Well, I know Virginia tends to not like anything that would bring you down.
She wants the up stuff.
Yeah, you like to party, you like to drink, have
I
fun,
do.
socialize. You would have to be
Yes.
social, so it would have to be 100% sativa.
she-
It'd be a low dose.
She
one.
wants her weed laced.
Yeah, because they have. He wants that Cocoa Puff. That's marijuana and
All right,
cocaine.
so we know what you want.
Is that gonna kill me?
Cocoa Puff? Nah.
I don't think anything could kill you. And even if it did, you come back somehow.
It would make
Honestly,
you stronger.
I think you would survive a stake to the heart.
Yeah. Ain't nothing killing
They're like,
you.
we can't find the
You're
heart.
fine.
You'd be so mad too.
In the middle of her chest, it goes through so cleanly.
Yeah, Virginia would be a real low dose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice email here from Katie. She's been going through some tough stuff. Loves to listen to the show and the podcast all the time, and wanted to give Jaybird and Dennys a heads up. She came across a story on Facebook about a pot leaf covered Bigfoot in the background of a news video. So if you guys want to check that out, she sent that in for you.
Wait, one of our videos?
No, I think it's a news video.
Oh.
And
But-
there's a
yeah.
Okay.
There's pot in the background in one of your videos. That's one of his fears.
What did you have to say?
There's never been a time where we've had to delete a video.
we haven't had to reshoot something.
There's never been a time we've uploaded a video to YouTube and had to take it right down.
Because you can see the saxabong.
Yes.
Oh, yes. It's always there.
Oh. Sweet bitch.
I'm really
Soft
like that.
sounds
I'm starting to really
amazing.
like that, by the way.
The saxabong, yes.
So nice.
It really is nice.
So nice.
It immediately makes me like,
Yeah,
I want to take a
very
bath, put some fucking candles on.
It's good. This is kind of fun, too. They say that we're very close here in Florida to vending machines that dispense beer, wine, and spirits. All around the country, they're becoming more common, but mostly already in establishments like restaurants or bars that already have an alcohol license. Anheuser-Busch recently introduced the beer box to use at concerts, sports arenas, and music festivals. Key fobs and fingerprints are what they're going to use to guarantee that those under 21 can't purchase the alcohol. And they say the screening process would be more secure than alcohol sales in mini bars and hotel rooms, which are not supervised by hotel employees. So that'd be kind of cool. I mean, to me, I think you should be able to get a cocktail anywhere. And I do mean anywhere.
I agree.
I mean, what could go wrong? South Florida, we never get in any squabbles.
Yeah.
It just makes it more fun.
Yeah,
The fighting.
The tears.
Yeah, Florida law does not specifically prohibit alcoholic beverage sales in vending machines, so it looks like that might be something that they blow the doors off on, and it becomes commonplace, which, like I said, I'm all about, baby. Let's do it.
Are you still on the vodka?
Yeah, I do a good bit of vodka. I do mainly what I'm drinking right now is a lot of vodka and red wine. So I got to start getting into the red
Look
wine.
at this classy son of a bitch.
Yeah, start getting into the red wine. The red wine, I think, for me is good because I tend to sip red wine more than anything else.
It's good for your heart.
Yeah, it is. For women over the age of 55. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You'll get there.
You're close, sweet cheeks.
still positive news.
I'll get there, in 10 years in a sex change.
Honestly, I'm thinking about getting in the wine world.
Yeah, I don't
get
know.
a little mature.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but it's good. It's kind of nice, and I've gotten to a place where I legitimately can say I enjoy a glass of red wine now. Before I used to tolerate it.
Everybody was drinking it on the weird and whatever, and everyone's sipping on some wine. And just I don't know. I wanted to be a part of it,
Oh, okay.
but it gets me horny AF.
The cab.
Wine gets me horny.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Cabernet.
The white wine gets me horny. The red wine makes me throw up.
I can't drink white wine. Ugh, it's too sweet.
Oh, baby, that's why it works. Though we're so different but the same.
Red wine all the way.
Yeah, there you go. That's the good stuff for you. So, all right. Well, Dennys, if you would close us out here.
I'm gonna make a saxophone.
Saxophone would be amazing.
Beautiful.
I'm
You
gonna make
really
it.
do need to make
I
that.
It needs
will
to
make
play and smoke.
I love
I
it.
really am starting to love that.
Yeah, it's very peaceful, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, is the podcast over?
It's over.
Shit, this man.
Yeah.
We just started cooking.
We'll be back Monday.
6 more mins.
Yeah, don't worry. All you want to talk, you got available next week, baby. Don't worry about it. All right, you guys enjoy whatever it is you get into this weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.